playing none of the hits, but talking all the shit. You're listening to WSWG Radio.
Put your kids to bed, cause you're about to get naked with the West Side Wise Guys Podcast Radio. Forget about it.
And now, brothers and sisters, we present...
Alright, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Better than College Girls Gone Wild. It's more off the chain than Late Night with Miss Clea.
Call me now for your free reading.
Pimp Homeo, Pimp Homeo.
Hey, Julie Ho.
I am but $300 short, thy pimp. First note, my ass is tired, thy Pimp Homeo. Be this hour, I have done weeping. I have popped my coochie till I can't pop us no more. You know what, asshole?
Yo, 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 what's up, father and motherfuckers? It's the West Side Wise Guys show. The show where we do not recommend blowing goats. Tonight, we're going to talk about sexual piercings and if they turn you on or not, J-Lo on American Idol, and having an orgasm without touching anything. Tonight, on the West Side Wise Guys show. What's up, everybody? This is Rick, and you're hanging out with the West Side Wise Guys. We got Roger, Shannon, and Jimmy on tap with us tonight.
What's going on?
Hello.
What's up?
You made me rush to eat my food.
And we got a special guest sitting in for us.
What's up? It's Bugs. I'm homeless.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WSWG studios for the live and uncut WSWG show. Here's our main guest for the evening. Originally hailing from Bryce Hill, Ohio, now residing in Cheviot, Ohio. He's got a PhD in kick and drunken knowledge, and he's now a hood rat father. Weighing in on the WSWG show, introducing Ryan Bugsley Little.
What's up? Thanks for the interruption there, Roger. But no, I was going to say I'm homeless. My girl's pissed at me. My kid has 2 ear infections, and I lost my belt earlier. So other than that, I'm fantastic.
Well, you're homeless. Get yourself a voice. You might make it somewhere.
Yeah.
At least your kid isn't pissed at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So we got Bugs from the host of the Pit Show sitting in with us. And the first thing we're going to talk about is sexual piercings. Wieners and...
Pearsons?
Piercings.
Is that from, like, in the South?
Dick Jackins, clitoris piercings.
I know a family called Pearsons from Addiston, but I don't know about...
That's pierced wieners and titties and vaginas and stuff like that.
I think the Pierce Wiener's a no-no, right?
Prince Albert. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
There ain't no fucking way.
I mean,
Shannon, are you going to pierce your wiener?
No.
I mean, would you want me to pierce mine?
I would not.
What do they call that? The Prince William? Or
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert. Wrong Prince.
Prince
I know
Charming
somebody
or
who's
something.
had that, but I've never seen it.
You never seen it on him?
I've never seen it on him. He won't show it to me.
Why don't they just call it the Prince?
The Prince.
Or the piercing formerly known as Prince.
That's a good one.
When doves cry.
I mean,
Instead of locked jaw, that's locked dick.
When vaginas bleed.
Really?
That's what it would be. You shove a metal in them.
when cum dries.
Moving on.
Imagine the infection you would get on there. You don't take care of it correctly, properly.
I mean, I don't think there's any piercing where I'm like, oh, yeah,
That's
you
so
have to
odd.
get that. Except ears, maybe.
You know, I do like the really small diamond on their nose, on the nostril. I like that. I like that. That's kind of. But it takes a certain chick to do it.
That's kind of seductive.
Yeah, you got to have the right nose.
It's got to
for
be
that
the
one,
right
buddy.
chick. You got to have a good, good facial features, meaning you can't be fucking ugly.
I only knew one that had her pussy pierced, and she said it got her off a lot in the beginning because she wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not going to affect me when I'm eating a pussy or when I'm... I mean, so the look of it does nothing to me.
So when they get it done, it's done on the top of the clitoris, right?
The hood, yeah.
The hood. So it's not something your dick touches, right? Like if you're fucking.
No,
I mean, it doesn't touch
Like if
it,
you're
right?
a heavy dude like me, your bladder fat would probably knock into it.
Yeah, your pelvis kind of hits it.
Okay.
That's kind of the point.
Well, see, I hate when I get the pelvis rash from the hair. You know when the hair kind of rubs
That's
a
when
little
both
much.
of you are shaved.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Or semi-shaved.
Or like when she's shaved in the stubble or something.
Yeah, it's like two carpets.
Kind of gives you the redness. You know what I mean?
It's like rubbing two carpets together.
Yeah. So I don't know if I would like also
Wouldn't that be
a
considered
metal
rug-
object there to either.
Isn't that called rug burn?
Yeah.
I just said.
Yeah.
I think it should be 5 o'clock shadow burn or pussy burn. Let's just be honest, because man, that shit goes. It's cool when you're. What is it?
Or toad rash.
One direction is okay. You know what I mean? Like it's either pushing in or pulling out. But one of them, you're like ooh ah. You know, like fuck. Damn, that sucks.
And
man.
the worst is when you get the toad rash right on the side at the base.
Yeah.
Right where your hair starts
yeah.
and it fucking burns.
Oh, I hate that. And especially afterwards, you got to jack off. And the next day or whatever,
Yeah, that
and
sucks.
you can't, or
Yeah.
you got to be like, you got to switch your hand.
Yeah, and you got scab falling off of it.
Yeah.
and shit.
That's when you use
I
the.
said scabs on the penis.
That's when you use the patented Skrizzle reverse AOK jerk.
Yeah.
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 I have used the patented Skrizzle AOK jerk. I have used that.
When it's not quite large enough to do an original masturbation.
Wow.
Okay, no piercings for me.
I mean, I would get I could see him ripping the wires right off the table. Yeah.
Yeah.
All for that Milwaukee's best.
I'm just a little bitch. I'm afraid to get anything drove through my skin. You know,
It took you forever to get your ears pierced.
Yeah, I was
I won't even
33
do
and I
that.
got my ears pierced.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only been a
I've
couple
got
years.
I got my nose, my ears, and my tongue.
Pardon my cocaine sniffing nose. I just got sort of a sinus problem.
I had both. I pierced both of my ears with a safety pin when I was in high school, and that was fine. Went well, no problems. And then I tried to do the middle of my nose. What do you call that? The septum. I tried to do that. Got halfway through, and no, couldn't do it.
You couldn't finish
do it.
out the other half.
Couldn't do it. No. So I got half a.
Like when I'm
hole
picking
there.
a booger and a hangnail grazes it, it hurts.
Yeah, it was it's that pain that your eyes water. And I couldn't
When you
take
pull the hair out of your nose.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Or when you pull the cocaine booger out of your nose, is what I can say.
There's such thing as coke boogers?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Really?
cocaine.
The rim dust.
Oh yeah.
Do you re-snort it so you don't waste your coke?
You can.
Okay.
You can. I don't.
It mixes with the
In the past.
it mixes with the secretion and turns into sort of a booger
I think you
crack
should.
rock.
You know how those when they in the cop movies where they stick their finger in the bag and they put it on their gums. I think you should do that. Don't waste your coke. That shit's
Ooh.
expensive.
Oh yeah.
Did you just,
I
did
guess you
just
would be considered eating boogers then, huh?
Did you just encourage them to eat their boogers?
Yeah.
Nah, just let the saliva get all the coke off. You can flick it out after that.
Like, ooh, did you just pick your nose and eat it? Like, no,
It ain't no different than Mark Sanchez wiping.
dude, I'm getting high.
wiping the booger. I mean, what would you rather do? Have a coke booger or just Mark Sanchez wipe his?
It's called
wipe his booger.
It's called
on you?
VCR.
That was great, by the way. The Mark Sanchez.
Visible coke
When
residue.
you're the backup quarterback for somebody, you're their handkerchief.
To their handkerchief, yeah.
I think that should be part of your job description.
And,
Like, I
and,
go-
and he didn't even seem that pissed when he did it.
I don't know that that's anybody's job description.
If
Back
you wipe a
up,
booger on me, I'm punching the fuck.
second string, third string.
Not if you're trying to make first string.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to punch you.
Not if you're 44 and you're just lucky to be backing somebody up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or 48 or whatever.
I don't think I'm gonna let you wipe
My
a booger
baby
on me.
does that, and that's okay. But you're a grown ass man. Don't try to wipe your booger on me.
Recognize, back up.
recognize my foot in your ass, bitch.
On the 1-year anniversary show, we're going to be giving away multiple subscriptions to Playboy. That's show 52, which is in a couple weeks.
Can't wait.
Friday Night Freak Show.
And I hate to keep driving this home, but we are giving some free shit away, so, you know.
Yeah, sorry to bring that up again about you getting free shit.
I know.
listening,
It's one of those things where
but-
we try not to have anything that's very repetitious, you know, like we don't play a song too often or whatever. But, like, for the past 3 weeks, I've been pounding this pretty good. Because I want to give shit away to people.
Shannon, for the past 3 weeks, has he been pounding it pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
Sporadically.
Yeah, sporadic.
3 Girls Gone Wild DVDs.
No complaints here.
And for the ladies, a Hustler $25 gift card.
Can the radio family be on this? Because I would like to have those fucking DVDs.
No. Anybody employed by the station is
bullshit.
Ineligible.
I have whoa, what happened there? I have Ultimate Spring Break 6, 3, and 8. And there are real girls in this, so
It's Snoop Dogg. It's Snoop Dogg in any of those.
Yeah, like they put real girls over their tits, I guess.
First of all, that bitch on the fucking cover there looks like the replacement Becky on Roseanne.
Oh, you're
She
right.
does. Sarah Chalk
Yep.
is her name.
How do you even know that?
Because she's on Scrubs.
How does he know? Yeah,
Because
she
she's on
is.
Scrubs.
You're right.
And I'm a Scrubs fan.
Scrubs is pretty
They got one chick's
Me, I
tit
don't want no
blocked
Scrubs.
out. It just says hot.
like she had the big tit, little tit, and the other one wasn't good enough, so they just completely
Like it's
blurred it
too
out.
hot.
Can
Like-
you jerk off to Girls Gone Wild? I can't.
Well, Louis C.K. said he tried to, but
I like that
he
guy.
just now got divorced, and he's like 40 or 42. And he said every time he starts to jerk off to Girls Gone Wild, he just gets mad at everybody in the movie.
Why?
Because he fucking sitting there jacking off, and then he's like, come on, bitches, get back in school. Do your fucking homework. Put your tits back in your fucking shirt.
Thinking about all the upset parents or fathers that are watching
Exactly.
that are watching it.
And we got a Doors DVD, too, right?
Yes, we do.
Doors DVD.
Doors are cool. I bet he had some coke boogers.
Plus, there's going to be a Guess Your Junk game show where chicks
Guess
guess
that
if they can
junk
tell
in
who's
the
cock
box.
they're
I'm
feeling.
hosting that, correct, Roger?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, somebody gave me 2 Doors DVDs, and I thought, I don't want it.
Regifted.
I don't want
This ain't
yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. I am regifting the Doors DVD.
Do we have that?
What?
That DVD?
I just said we got 2 of them.
We did. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're giving 2 of them away?
We're giving 1.
Oh.
I kind of want 1, but either way, I've owned it for like 5 years and never opened it or tore the DVD seal
So
off
it's a
of it.
limited edition, still in original packaging.
It's vintage.
So it's worth more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aged.
It's a decent movie. It's just, you know, it's the Doors. I mean, it's hard to get excited about it.
There's boobies in it, right?
I don't know.
Is that the actual movie or is that just
He
a
said
DVD?
Doors, not horse.
No, it's the movie of the Doors.
a great movie.
Yeah, it's a movie with
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Okay, yeah, there's boobies in it. There's
Okay.
definitely nips.
All right, good.
For sure.
Definitely
Good.
nips.
So we were watching American Idol. The new season's been on for a couple weeks now.
And
One
if
week.
I can just
1
tell
week.
you right now from a guy who doesn't jerk all the time, I promise you the next time I jerk, it will be to American Idol.
Okay.
To the contestants
Now
or
we're
to the
going a little
judges?
far.
No, to J-Lo.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
I was never a J-Lo fan. Never cared. Never didn't care about her videos.
So what brought this about?
She's very
She's
beautiful.
fucking
Yeah.
ridiculously beautiful.
I had to make babies with her.
Steven Tyler's quite handsome on
Yes,
it too.
he
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I mean, if
he
I
looks really good.
look, if I was backstage in American Idol and Steven said I had to
Steven
blow
Tyler
him to
never
get the
bent over
J-Lo,
in front of Bubs.
I would do it. I would blow Steven Tyler to get the J-Lo.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but I definitely fuck J Lo.
I'd blow him for you,
All right.
just so you didn't
Cool.
have to and you could bone her.
I'd make out with Steven Tyler to get to J Lo. I wouldn't blow him though.
Well, that's like making out. Making out with his dick. What's the difference?
That was a nice clip where they had him stand up with a contestant and reveal his stomach. He's
Oh yeah, where he.
Oh
farts
yeah, I
the
saw
crowd.
that. Yeah.
pretty nice.
And you see
They
you
should
see
have
how
J-Lo do
embarrassed
that next week.
you see how embarrassed Randy Jackson was.
Yeah, he gave you a peek.
He gave
He's
you
like,
he gave you a little peek of his little
Little
his
small chunk.
Yeah, a little chunk.
His little rye loaf of bread. But yeah, her I'd have to give her a chimichanga.
What the fuck is that?
Some Mexican burrito-looking thing. But it resembles a cock, so I figured I'd use the innuendo.
And where did you get that from?
I just made it up.
You just made chimichanga up?
I figured that was the best word to go with.
Ah, okay.
What the fuck was that?
I'm doing your job for you.
Oh, shit.
Just doing your job.
I'm sorry I had to shove my fucking throat full.
We're 16 minutes in. I hope we didn't miss our interview because of that.
Yeah, to shove your throat full.
What would it give him, a busy signal?
No, give him voicemail.
Well, there's no messages.
Okay.
I don't think so. What about the 10 human sex facts?
What the fuck was that?
That's the
a
intro
voicemail.
to the sex facts.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
I didn't know I had an intro. Yeah, so I found 10 facts about us humans that you may or may not already know. You might find them weird or common or whatever, but some of them are pretty freaky. And I'll start with kind of the least obvious ones, or the most obvious ones, rather. During sweaty sex, men ooze testosterone, and it's actually a biological turn-on for women.
Absolutely.
I like to call it baby gravy.
Baby.
Your sweat?
It's a whole different thing.
I always thought baby gravy was jizz.
It is
That's what I'm
jizz.
You don't.
Testosterone.
That's sweaty sex, man.
Well, the only thing I ooze is man chowder.
Don't you sweat?
Oh, my goodness. Did we turn it on at the right moment? Let's see. WSWG show, who we talking to? Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Turn your radio, TV, or any device you have on off.
I don't have anything on.
Well, we can hear a bunch of fucking
Turn off
shit.
the mouse.
That's all the butt-naked hose I got.
Hey, Sean.
Gotta go, buddy.
Sean, call right back.
WSWG show, who we talking to?
This is Josh Dixon, guy that sold his Bengals Alliance.
All righty then. How you doing, man?
What's up, brother?
Welcome to
All
the
right,
show.
how are you?
Good. Did
All
you get
right.
on Victoria's Secret and see what Colts panties you're going to buy?
I have not yet.
All right.
Do you own a horseshoe?
Do I own a horseshoe? I got a few of them.
All right.
Painted blue now.
Paint it blue.
So anyway, for those of you guys that don't know, Josh Dixon here is fed up with Mike Brown and his shenanigans down on Paul Brown Stadium, and he decided to sell his Bengals allegiance on eBay, which here at the WSWG show we decided that was a pretty good plan, so we actually won the auction, so we got $41.
I like
43.
I like the whole concept. I think it's a good idea.
$43 for you to buy you some new gear.
It's a great start, isn't it?
So how long you been a Bengals fan?
Oh, 30 years.
Wow.
And then now just all of a sudden after 30 years, the straw broke the camel's back?
Yes, it did. The press conference was the do-in for me.
It didn't break you back in the David Klingler years or the Achilles Smith years. I mean, it took this.
It did, but I was a little young to really know what was going on, seeing the background and all. But you know, with my father watching and everything, you know, it was. I seen his frustration, but I didn't click. But now with reading all the rumors, reading all the reports, keeping up with them as much as I do now, it's pathetic.
So you're basically just going to let your tickets unrenew this year?
Yes, they're done.
So what you're
and
saying
a lot of my friends have let theirs roll over.
So if they
it'll
wouldn't
be
have
an
had
empty stadium.
if they wouldn't have had a press conference, would you still be a fan?
Probably not.
Okay, so it was coming regardless.
Yes, it was coming.
Well, it looks
It
like
was-
in the last couple of days, Carson Palmer took your advice. He wants out or he's going to retire.
Yeah.
You know, and that's coming from him. Those are big words coming from the type of person he is.
And Mike Brown said that he didn't come wrong at him or try to give him an ultimatum. He said he was respectful and just told him how he felt. But he basically told him that he's not going to let him go, and what we're building here is getting built around him, so that's not an option.
So I'm curious, what's going to be? I mean, I know $43 doesn't buy much at an NFL pro shop, but I mean, what would that money go towards first? A jersey or a hat or?
Well, jerseys are $300.
First thing I'll probably do is buy a little sign for the bar and probably a ball cap.
All right.
Get started.
Now, say say the Bengals were in the Super Bowl in 2005, which was completely possible that they could have done that, right?
Yes.
And say they had the same outcome from then on that they already had, but just that 1 year they went to the Super Bowl. Would your mind be a little different now?
No.
What happens if in 2012 they're in the Super Bowl? Are you going to...
That's a huge if, but I don't think it'll ever happen.
Yeah, I mean, what does it take? What does it take for you to come back to the Bengals?
Yeah.
He's not coming back, he said.
I'm not coming back.
Not coming back at all.
I'll always have that little soft spot because they're the home team.
Okay, let me ask
but there's no, it's...
Let me ask one more question. Do you have kids?
Yes.
Okay. You have what? What are your kids? Son?
I have, between me and my fiance, we have 4 girls and 1 boy.
Okay. Now, what about your kids? Now, what if they want to be Bengals fans? Are you going to deter them from being Bengals fans, or are you going to encourage whatever they want? You know?
I encourage whatever they want, but they're kind of a daddy follower.
Oh, okay.
Now,
they'll probably go in right with me.
Josh, I got something for you. Now, the more you win, the more playoff wins you get. You win the championship, you go to the Super Bowl, you win the Super Bowl. Don't each player on the team get a monetary bonus for that?
I think they do.
So
for sure they do.
So it'd be safe to assume that the players aren't losing on purpose.
No.
So they're actually trying. Otherwise, they'd miss out on. I googled it today. I'll let you in on a secret. $83,000 is what each player gets if they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but who gives a shit? Palmer's got enough to just quit. You think he really needs $83 million? Or 83,000?
83 grand is like $10 to him.
Right.
Or like $20. About $20.
Yeah, 25. So anyway, the Colts are your team now, right?
Yep, absolutely.
As we picked here at the WSWG show, and we did that on the premise that you would still be able to go to games, you would still be able to travel there. It's only an hour-and-a-half drive from here. So will you go to their games or possibly try to get Colts season tickets?
It'll probably be later down the road if I think about getting Colts season tickets, but I will try to at least attend a few games a year from here out.
And also, I'm sorry, but also if you're going to like a bar or something to watch, just NFL football, you will wear a Colts jersey.
Absolutely.
Colts attire.
Well, I think he legally is not allowed to wear anything that has Bengals on it now, right?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, if that's contract.
Well, I mean, what if he's cold and shit, and the only shirt that's clean is clean?
I gotta have a huge yard sale.
Well, no, he has to burn anything.
No,
Bengal,
I think he has to cross it out and write Colts in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not saying throw the gear away. I'm just saying you gotta.
I did see
use them as rags.
I did see a Corey Dillon jersey like this past couple seasons, and somebody had the LON marked out and added a DO, so it said dildo on it. So that was pretty cool.
That's creative.
But so now here's
one that says Mike Brown sucks.
Didn't they have billboards and shit that said Mike Brown sucks all over town?
Yeah.
Now here's one thing. The only thing that I don't like is that this Bob Burkowski fucker needs to go down the river in a canoe and never come back.
Take a long walk off of a short pier.
He is 5 years past due.
Well, the thing is that first of all, Dick LeBeau, somebody who's never been a head coach in the NFL, hires this fucker. And he hires him from the Seattle Seahawks, which have done dick till he came here. So then Marvin Lewis comes in, and why don't he get rid of the motherfucker?
I don't think he's got calls on it. I don't think he's got a say on it whatsoever.
Well, after the Chris Henry ordeal, we know how he got overrode on that. I mean, who's saying he didn't get overrode on that too?
Yeah, it's a poorly ran organization, and in the midst of a pretty fan favorite city. I mean, I think we're up there as far as fans who buy their gear,
And what's even worse about this, Josh, is that what they do is they don't do shit for 20 years, and then they tease us a little bit, like they tickle our balls, And they tease us
Just to get us excited.
Yeah, and then they go back in the toilet after that. I think that pisses people off even more because then they get a little taste of success.
Oh, it's all about the money.
Well, I don't know.
I've always heard my dad said something about it was Mike Brown's dad always said second place makes more money than first.
Yeah.
And that's what he lives by.
I don't know if anybody's told you yet, but we're contacting the Colts, and we're going to see if they want to make a donation of some Colts gear for the cause.
Because this is a clever concept. I mean, I would think that would spark interest in
And
them
by the
if
way,
they
there's
saw
all
this.
kinds of jock riders because now there's all kinds of ads on there.
The
I know.
the other
They're-
thing too that when we spoke in the pre-interview the other night, one of the things I'm going to do in the next week is I think I'm going to put a little donation button, and anybody that's listening or on our Facebook, because we kind of hammer that stuff pretty hard, can go and click and donate through PayPal. It'll be through me, but whatever I get, I'll just forward to you. So
$1, $5, they can
yeah,
donate
I mean,
whatever.
it could be 67 cents. I don't really know, but either way, whatever we can drum up, we'll drum up and pass it along, and maybe you can get your kids a hat or something like that.
Hey, and Josh, you sound like a stand-up dude. I mean, you sound like, a clever guy. And I tell you what, I got $10 on it. I got $10 on it because look, I could never sell my allegiance just because I'm a diehard Bengals fan.
And he's got a Bengals jacket on right now.
I do have a Bengals now, but I do get your frustration and your fury and the drive that you got, and I understand it. So I do have $10 on it.
And somebody's got to prove a point.
Yeah, somebody does.
Absolutely.
So
that's all.
I hope more guys stand up for it, and maybe Mike will see the light.
I got news for
I
you.
doubt it.
If half of the seats get sold next year, that's the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Season ticket holders have the most power, and they never enforce it.
Nope.
All right, man. We'll be in touch, and we're going to put that donation thing up, and anything else we get, we'll donate to your gear cause, and then hopefully Indianapolis Colts don't think it's a little bit of, what do you call it?
A scam?
No. I can't think of the word, but hopefully they don't think, or they bail on it because it's another organization and they're pretty much going along with it.
Like
so that would be the only
unsportsmanlike
thing.
conduct
Yeah.
kind of shit.
Yeah.
It might be that. That might be very much what they think.
Hopefully the public interest guy, whoever gets the email, has got an open mind about things and
Exactly.
and likes it. Yeah.
All right, Josh, thanks for calling, and we'll be in touch with you, buddy.
Take it easy, brother.
Thank you, Coach Rock.
See you. All right. Bye.
It just cost me $43 to hear Colts Rock. Anyway, back to you can turn that off too.
Yeah.
Back to the 10 facts about us humans. There are almost 500 different types of bacteria in your mouth, and 50% of them are on your tongue. So remember that the next time y'all are French kissing.
First of all, 500 types of bacteria. I know dudes that ate way more pussies than that. So, I mean, there may be more bacteria than that.
You know that shit they say about dogs? Like, dogs got the cleanest mouth. I mean, dogs eat their own shit. And I'm not buying that bullshit. I mean, I don't eat my own shit. So, I mean, I might have bacteria, but I guarantee my mouth's cleaner than a dog's. Right?
No.
I don't.
Okay.
No one's buying your bullshit.
Okay.
You got a filthy mouth.
Okay, so here's a very interesting statistic for people who enjoy fucking. How many people right now, as I say the word now, are actively fucking now?
Right, I am.
You're not.
Mm-hmm. You don't see my hand moving? You want to give me a Dutch rudder?
That doesn't count.
I am not
fucking, not masturbating.
What about the Dutch rudder from Jimmy?
That's masturbation.
That's right. I'm not fucking right now, Roger.
No,
I'm not.
in the world.
In the world?
In the world.
How many
At
people are in
this-
the world? 6 billion?
I don't know.
It's 6 billion.
Yeah,
it's
something
6
like
billion.
that.
It's something like that. How many people are currently fucking at this
2.5
given
billion.
moment?
Well, given that,
A million.
given the
500 million.
2.5
Really?
billion.
given
Okay, it's not that high.
How about
given what time of day it is in other
10,000?
places,
How about 10,000?
It's an average number. Let's go with that.
If there's 6 billion people, 500 million's too high?
Yep.
yeah, that's a $500 million, dude.
No, because it takes 2 people to fuck.
Here.
I mean,
Okay,
How about you
since
just tell us?
since no one has a
I'm gonna-
fucking clue.
I'm going to say $8 million.
Okay, you're way off.
500,000.
1 out of 17 or 400 million people have sex a day.
All day.
But right now, as I say the word now, 4,000 people are doing it right
That's
this
it.
That's
very
it?
That's it.
That's it.
That's bullshit.
The second.
I call shenanigans.
I know 4,000 people that are fucking
I
right now.
know.
That's
You don't know 4,000 people.
That's 4,000 people this second.
You would think 4,000 maybe
all-
in the United States.
First of all, going
not
back,
in the world.
Going back to what our phone call with Josh, how much does a stadium hold? 64,000 motherfuckers are getting fucked right now.
Man, that's
Well,
bullshit.
that's true.
4,000.
Wow.
4,000 out of 6 billion.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
no.
We went to the
In a
Bengals.
second.
Right back to him.
Your math is a little skewed.
I'm
What do you think is better for an orgasm? Fucking in a cold room or a hot room?
Hot room.
Hot room.
Cold.
Because all them sex toys they fucking sell, all them little fucking
Cold.
creams and
Cold
shit,
makes my
it
nut-
all makes your shit hot.
Cold makes my
Yeah,
sack
but
small.
As previously mentioned, when you sweat, you release testosterone, which is, a turn on for women.
Yeah, I like hot.
So,
I like
hot
hot.
room.
I hate a hot room if I'm sleeping, but if I'm fucking, a hot room's great.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, most of the panel is right with a hot room. Turn up the heat in every way. The hotter the room, the fiercer the orgasm. Vasocongestion or the heat flush on your skin is akin to blushing from sex.
I'm gonna turn our fucking space heater up real high next time.
You're gonna fucking slide right out
Your
of the
bill's
fucking
gonna be high, boy.
My mattress is gonna need ringed out.
Okay. In no
Ringed out.
in no particular order now, since I'm all discombobulated. What percentage of men that are 70 years old,
16%
or above, are still fucking on a regular basis?
60 or above?
No.
70.
The age is 60. What percent of 70-year-old men are still potent?
5.
Like can still get their dick hard.
Yeah, that are still actively fucking. Or
53.
I'm gonna say 5%.
20%.
20?
53.
I said
Really?
5.
5%.
Well, you guys are giving us no hope. 73% of 70-year-olds.
What the hell?
Fucking, did anybody forget Viagra?
Excuse me, I said 53.
I forgot about
Okay. She was
I
close
forgot
on
about the medications.
Now, do you mean potent or can get an erection?
Can get an erection, can fuck.
Okay. Well, potent kind of
Yeah.
means you can have kids.
Yeah, that's
you,
what I
you
was.
Can, you can duplicate.
True or false? Having sex can relieve a headache.
True.
True.
For some
They
reason,
all
I'm
say-
thinking no.
False.
I'm
The
thinking
stereotype
false.
is true because we want women to think that
Mm-hmm.
so we can still fuck. So I guess it's no.
So you guess it's no. The endorphins released during sex actually relieve a headache. So that old excuse isn't just tired, it's just plain wrong.
Oh, I thought the old excuse was just us trying to fucking get
No, it's honey, I don't want to have sex, I got a headache. Like,
and
what I
then
mean?
us trying to lie to them and say,
I like
"Oh,
the whole
it
thing
relieves
is you
headaches."
can burn the most calories during sex. That usually gets them going.
Why don't we go to Shannon,
Especially
our
if you got-
nutritionist sexualist?
especially if you're talking to a fatty.
You're gonna
Hey, they
have to
love
turn.
that.
You're gonna have to turn and create a real word for that.
Sexual nutritionist.
Yeah, that sounds like you're gonna eat it though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You might.
What's the
I
problem
thought
with
I
that?
told you to turn that off. Okay.
There you go. It's off.
I need to complete this because it sounds really stupid if you listen to a show and you only get through a little bit of it. True or false again? Is it possible for a man to be born with 2 penises?
True.
True.
If you can be born with both sexual organs.
I've seen cows with 2 legs and 3 legs and 4 legs and shit.
4-legged
Yeah.
cow?
Yeah, 4-legged cow. Sorry.
I've never seen a photo of 2 penises. On
If
the
you can be
internet.
born a hermaphrodite, why couldn't you be born with the
Yeah,
two of the
I'm
same
sure you
genitals?
can have another appendage.
That's a double jerk.
Okay. Back in 1609, Dr. Wecker, not to be confused with Dr. Pecker
or Wanker,
or Wanker, found a dead man with 2 peckers. Since 80 cases of double headers have been reported, but no word on whether or not those guys ever got them on in a threesome.
First of all, I would love to have 2 penises.
So you can do DP by all by yourself?
No, you could piss out of one, jizz out of the other. It'd be like unleaded and leaded gasoline.
This motherfucker will be double fisted in the bathroom.
So you got the freaks that want the leaded, which is the ooze, and then you got the freaks that want unleaded, which is pissing on each other.
Okay.
Do you think it feels different?
I'm pretty
if you're
sure if
jacking
you got-
both and they both come at the same.
What if you could
can
come
you have
twice?
multiples?
It wouldn't be
multiple.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be simul multiples. It'd just be simultaneous.
It'd be cool if you could.
Or would it be simul multiples?
You know what? I think I got a flick with it's called Oddities of Sex or something, and it's got a dude in there. It's got two dicks.
Yeah, but I always think those are fake.
What if you rub lotion on the head
think it's
of it?
real?
You can just fucking smack heads with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? What if you did like?
Don't do the bicycle again, buddy.
What if you just grab both and then just jerk them one at?
What's that
both
water
at the
wheel
same
called? The
time?
turbine, hydroturbine, or
Yeah.
something?
Okay.
Wow.
How fast do you think that a sensation from your vajayjay
120 miles an hour
can travel to your brain?
I'm gonna go with what I said.
1.2 nanoseconds.
120 miles.
I
an hour.
like nanoseconds.
Well, let's work miles per hour. So if you can convert that to miles per hour, which is
240.
120 miles an hour.
600.
You have a guess?
80.
80.
240. That climax would have to be in the top fuel category.
Right.
Yeah.
Rick's the closest. It's 156. Clocked at the speed of a fast Ferrari. Ferrari.
So riding in a car could get a bitch off even quicker.
Depends on what kind of car.
Oh,
And
Ferrari.
the condition of the road.
It depends on what kind of ride it is, Jimmy.
And people are always trying to find new ways to get off, and some of them still use the old ways. But how many people a year do you think die from trying to find ways to get off?
It's usually celebrities.
And it's also in a particular
fashion.
Yeah, in a particular fashion.
like asphyxiation.
Yeah, let's
things
go
like
with
that.
asphyxiation.
New
That's
Tuesday
exactly
nights
it.
on A&E. It's 1,000 Ways to Come and Die.
Come and go.
You said how many people in the United States or the world?
No, it's American.
Okay.
American deaths.
Like per annum or
per asphyxiation.
1,000. 1,000 people a
Per
year.
year.
Asphyxiate
A year.
themselves?
Yeah.
Are we good with that number?
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good.
You missed it a little bit. It was 500.
500.
Erotic
Still a lot.
erotic asphyxiation didn't just kill an Excess lead singer Michael Hutchins. Cutting off oxygen to your brain to feel a strong new sensation during sex causes around 500 American deaths every year.
Also, the Kung Fu guy, right?
I don't know.
The Kung Fu guy.
That isn't on my
Bruce Lee?
paper.
No, Kung Fu. The Kung Fu
Bruce
guy.
Lee?
No, the Kung Fu guy. The series Kung Fu.
like from the video game?
Oh, I know who
You
you're
know what
talking
I'm
David
talking about.
Carradine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
died from that too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
How do y'all know that? Why are y'all up
I
on
just
people?
knew his name. I didn't know he died from that.
Yes, he did.
I watched
knew
TV.
Okay.
I watch television.
And that's a wrap.
Okay, we're going to throw that away. Bugs, why don't you tell us some more shit you know?
I don't know anything else.
And by the way, Roger, I'm just going to point out that you skipped him to number 5.
I did that on purpose because it was fucking gay.
He already crumbled up the paper.
Oh.
So
I know what it is.
There's
It's
no turning
about
back.
it's about women's vaginas being able to like suck sperm in, and I mean everybody knows that, right?
Well, the question is, can you have an orgasm without touching it?
This is a new phenomenon that I'm seeing a lot of like.
What's it called? Tantra? Or
No,
Ta-
it's
tantra-
it's called
Kama Sutra.
coming without being touched. I don't fucking know.
Well, I've seen
I
it
don't
on
know
no
if they got
touch. I've seen it on real sex. It's like tantric sex or
It's
tantric sex or
it's no touch of Kama Sutra.
no touch or comes through.
So are wet dreams then considered that? Like,
No, this is like
I guess you got to be conscious.
No, this is like laying down and focusing your chi on your chi, I guess, and just coming, like from thinking about it. Like it's like you mentally jerk yourself.
this is going to be a new sport for Rick. You do realize that he is going to take this and run with it.
If he can fit,
I've almost been able to come just thinking about fucking.
Almost. If you can do this, I swear to God, I will get you a plaque.
Like to the point
and
where
everything.
I think about it so bad and I'm about to come so bad that as soon as I fuck it goes.
Now you know there's a muscle down
So if
there
I'd have waited
that
a little,
you can.
you can tighten it.
I'm doing it right
Yeah.
now. I'm
You
doing
can-
it right now.
You can tighten
Like
it.
there's a muscle that
You
you
say
can
you're over
hold.
there kegling?
I don't
You
think
can-
I don't think that you can because I've done it
You
when
can
I've been
hold.
in a room watching porn and I can't jack off.
You can hold jizz in.
I've kind of
Tighten the muscle.
yeah, just tighten the muscle and it gives you a sensation, but I don't think
If you
that you
work
can
that-
actually come from it.
If you work that muscle out, you can hold
I
come in and just have orgasms.
Yeah.
Really?
If you work it up enough to where you can clench it up and not let
well,
it come.
that's what I'm talking about. It's a clinch. It's what? Listen. yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you can come
Listen.
without jizzing.
Really? I don't know that. I mean, I guess it's possible. I mean, look, I never would have thought that coming without physically stimulating your genitalia.
Wouldn't that back you up so the next time you actually do come, it's going to be like Niagara
What if
Falls?
you blow a valve in there?
Wow.
Well, I will tell you this: like
Flat
when I was a
fucking
kid,
tire.
confession time. When I was a kid, like I was over at my cousin's house and they had a jacuzzi in the basement. Now I could put my cock up on one of them jets and not touch it and blow a nut.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
It's like the
The
water,
force
the
from the
water
water
shooting out makes the penis, I guess, get the
Move.
sensation of going like forward,
going in. Okay.
and it's just a continuous.
Yeah, but still, that's still some sort of, maybe it's
And I
not
didn't even-
physical. But
I didn't even do it to get off. I just loved playing with my dick and decided, hey, I'm going to put it on these jets, and it was like, ooh.
Can you imagine if that
yeah.
dude? If
And then
that's-
after a while, it's like, and then it just went.
Can you imagine if that dude was like, "I'm gonna listen to this show," and we went from sports.
You warned him, didn't you?
I did. I did give him the disclaimer. I sure did.
Which is the only way. Which is what I was worried about the Colts backing out. Like, we're not going to donate to some fucking show that talks about pussy and dick.
Yeah, that's. I don't want to change the format, but that is something that's really perplexing to me lately. It's like you can't just tell everybody to listen.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to go to City Hall and say, hey, vote for Shabbat. We're from the WSWG show. You know?
No. I mean, like if we get a billboard, we would have to say, don't listen to the WSWG show.
No, you just have to put the explicit thing on it.
You want to hear a horrible show? Log on.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hear something that will really gross you
It's
out,
not horrible,
you
buddy.
might shit yourself while listening.
I mean horrible in a good way. I don't mean. I
Yeah,
mean you want to
whatever.
hear an awful.
You would have to word
disgusting
it.
show.
You would have to word
You
it
have
to
to
where
bleep it out.
And I mean it like being sarcastic.
it's bad,
totally.
but it's good.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Fucking with
like
you,
a
buddy.
billboard that says you're not allowed to listen to
Yeah.
the WSWG show
You want to break
because
the
mom
law?
says.
Yeah,
You know what
something
I
like
mean?
that.
You want to get grounded?
Like your mother would be very embarrassed if you listened to the WSWG show.
Listening to the show is as embarrassing as getting caught jerking off by your mom.
I caught my mother listening to the WSWG
My dad
show.
listens to the show, but he don't talk to me about it very much.
Yeah, I would guess not.
I called mommy listening to the Wise Guy show. Have you ever seen the movie Brown Bunny?
Yeah, I've been trying to cover this movie for like 3 fucking weeks, and it's always coming up like right at the end of the show. But this movie is like, and I think the wife will agree, it is literally the worst movie that's ever been in our
What's it
DVD
called?
player.
Worst
Right.
ever.
Like, okay, I'm gonna give you a brief,
Brown Bunny.
synopsis of this movie.
Worse than Open Water?
The synopsis
Yes.
is
Yeah,
going
they-
to be longer than the movie was?
No,
Worse
the
than
synopsis
Fortress?
should be the length of the movie.
The synopsis is probably going to be better than the movie.
Okay, at least in Open Water, they talked and there was some dialogue.
Worse than Inception?
Inception was good, by the way.
Fucking hate that movie.
That's just because you couldn't understand it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's because I was drunk.
So, okay, so you're watching this movie, right? Shows up from Netflix, and you're like, cool, Brown Bunny. I heard some stuff about this movie, about this wicked blowjob scene. So I'm thinking this movie is going to be pretty cutting edge, right? No. The first 15 or quite possibly 20 to 25 minutes, nobody said a fucking word. Not 1 ounce of dialogue. It starts out this guy's driving a motorcycle. And you're like, okay. And then he's just still driving this fucking motorcycle. And you're like, he's really driving this motorcycle. So then he's done.
Like,
and
you're really waiting for him to get to his destination.
Oh, yeah. So then you're like, so then he's done driving the motorcycle and he loads it in this van. And you're like, okay, this scene's over. We are well on our way to start this movie. Then he's driving this van. And he's continuing to drive this van for like a very, very lengthy amount of time. And then there's still no fucking dialogue. The first dialogue that I think is in this movie is he rolls up next to this prostitute and he wants to take her to lunch. And you're
Let
like,
me guess, he just nods and she gets in.
well,
no
there's
dialogue.
No, there's there's very long dramatic pauses. He's like, hey, I want to buy you lunch.
Insert
and then she
popcorn break.
Yeah, and then she just stands there for like 30 seconds or something, and she's like, well, I have to get back to my job, which is being a whore. So you're thinking I'm about to see the blowjob scene, right? No, he really bought that bitch McDonald's, and then dropped her back off on the fucking corner. Like, that's in the movie.
So it's Castaway without Tom Hanks.
So what you're saying is, if it was on Jordan Palmer's app Run Pee,
You could
every minute of the movie.
Every minute of the movie, you could run, go pee. Yes.
Run, go pee.
So then
that's killer name of a band. Run, go pee.
So then you're like, okay, it's got to be coming. So literally, we started watching the movie and fast forward because there's no dialogue. There's nothing's going on. So then it goes all the way to the last 5 minutes of the movie, which, by the way, the movie should just be 5 minutes long. And the only thing that saved face on this, it was the meanest blowjob scene I've ever seen in a I don't know if this is, I could call it.
Did they show the dick in the mouth?
They showed the dick in the mouth.
Dick in the mouth.
But I don't know that I could call this a major motion picture. I mean, hardly anybody talked.
It was like a C movie or something.
But it's like Vincent Gallo, who's like a relatively well-known guy. And my synopsis after watching this movie is that no one had ever sucked his dick before, and he thought, I'll just make a movie and somebody will have to blow me in it.
Really, really well.
Really well, yeah.
There was some major motion going on. But
So in the
major blowjob.
Here's the description of the blowjob. And it's the chick from Big Love. It's one of his wives in Big Love.
Which one? I know that show.
The young blonde.
It's the young blonde chick.
I do
her. So anyway, she's quite young. Like this is 10 years ago or 8 years ago in her career or something. So he pulls down his pants and she's blowing him, and then they're showing the full everything, and then she's giving it hell, and then he goes to come, and then she doesn't pull it out. She just keeps pushing it and squirting it in her mouth and swallows the whole thing. At least simulates swallowing the whole thing.
What did you just say a few seconds ago that we chuckled about?
He said it tickles.
No, before that. What the hell's that word he just said? I can't even remember. You were describing the blowjob, and you said he was...
It was just a major
going
motion?
to town or something. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to listen to the replay.
Okay.
So anyway, I don't know. It was fucking horrible, horrible movie. If you ever rent it, just watch the whole movie and fast forward. Might take 4 times.
Well, it sounds like a porno that was actually they were trying to have good
Very
acting.
long dialogue.
Like
I don't think driving constitute acting.
No, there was only one blowjob scene.
Yeah,
So it was a horrible movie with a blowjob scene.
With a really good blowjob.
So if you come across
that's worth watching.
Any Brown Bunny DVDs, and you have a crooked table, just put it under one of the legs.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm just saying fast forward all the way to the end until you see that chick from Big Love, and then you could hit play.
You could also cut up your Coke on the case if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't promote drug use on here.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about Coke boogers, so I said you can cut up your Coke. Anyway.
We'll get to this email we got.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
We're not going to call this person any... I thought I turned that shit off.
You suck at turning off that thing.
Why won't you answer it? Answer it.
Because we're doing a show?
Isn't the show fan-based?
Sort of.
It is, but sometimes we'd like to get some actual
content out.
Content in there.
Huh?
My question is this, they say. Do you believe that it's a woman's obligation in a marriage to meet her husband's sexual needs in a marriage? Okay, that wasn't wrote right, but a couple I knew many years ago had an awesome marriage. We're sitting in the living room one night over some drinks. I asked them how they made their marriage work. The guy said he never left his house without hugging his wife and telling her he loved her, especially after a disagreement, because you never know when you might not come back.
Really, Rick?
Anyway, you might not come back, so you tell her you love her, especially after a disagreement. Says he wanted his wife's last memory of him to be those words, and he then asked her the same question, and she stated rather openly, I give my husband something very special every night when we go to bed if he wants it. She went on to say that a man who's sexually pleased in the bedroom will work outside of the bedroom to please his wife and kids, but a man who's denied that intimacy will become resentful and pull away from the marriage and family. I see it their way. What do you think?
Do you agree?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have a... I mean, I don't know that I agree 100%. I think everybody has to find out what works for them, and then they got to, like, make good on that. But I do think the general consensus that there's there's an overwhelming urge to comply or give in or submit or create shit like that. I think those are the key things that keep like dudes like this, his relationship together.
Yeah,
You know
I think
what
in the bedroom you should never leave anything to curiosity.
No, I mean, you know, like it's like Chris Rock said, if you ask for it, you know, the shit probably ain't.
Now, don't get me
done.
wrong.
I'm accustomed to it.
If I'm your wife, if I'm your wife and you turn gay and go suck dick and leave me, there's nothing I can do about that.
You wouldn't go suck dick with me?
No.
You're my wife. That's what you do. You suck dick.
But what I'm saying is something that's acceptable.
Like sucking
is
dick.
like if, you know, he loves doing anal and you don't kind of like it, give him some once in a while.
Oh, okay.
That
You're
way
saying...
he ain't got to, you know, go out and get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
Compromising.
Don't leave nothing to curiosity.
I don't know.
Within reason.
I'm recanting my anal status. Like I was a big fan. I was a big fan of it, and now I'm not quite such a big fan of it.
Well, maybe it's a difference between getting it 3 times in 12 years versus maybe once every couple months.
I think it's up to what each of you are, like Chris Rock said, accustomed to. I mean, if the relationship's based on sexual things, like, okay, me and my girl, it's not based sexually. Like, we don't have sex all the time. You know, like, it's not what we're based on. You know, we like just hanging out. I have sex occasionally. But if it's something that you're always accustomed to, you can't just switch it up all of a sudden, I believe.
I think I need to send Sarah a care package or something.
This guy loves you. Please provide anal.
But she's down for whatever I bring up. That's for sure. Well, except anal. But
there's some other shit she ain't down with.
She's down for pretty much whatever I bring up. Well, except anal, except other girls, except anal again. Except me doing another girl anally. Except no.
See, that's what you do. You make anal for your chick so bad, but then tell them you like it, and then just talk them into letting you bang another chick in the butt. Because really, I don't really think banging a chick in the butt's all that emotional. I mean,
no,
you're just tearing the shit.
No one's gonna have a moment.
There's no emotion.
But you know the one thing.
So it's okay for me to let somebody fuck me in the ass, and you're okay with that?
I'm saying if you told me you had to go be with another guy, if it came down to you leaving, I would tell you I could probably stay as long as you don't give up the vagina. Because you're never going to have a moment with that dude while he's in your asshole.
You're right.
You know the one thing, though, is she's down to do freaky shit even if she ain't drunk. And I'm only down to do freaky shit if I'm drunk. Like,
See,
she's down to do it if she's completely sober.
The only difference with the anal theory is that there's no emotion. The only emotion is when you're fucking in the ass, you're just, I hope I don't hurt her.
Yeah.
That's your only emotion.
And see,
Not Roger.
Well, that's why I'm recanting my.
He's like, I'm ripping her chitlin. Fuck it.
Well, that's why I'm recanting my I enjoy anal status. I had to give back my membership card, as they say, because I'm starting to. I can't really do it like I want to do it. Like, I want to get a chick who just wants it so bad, just like
you just want to beat her asshole up.
Like, I want to like pound it and paddle it. Like I want 2 paddles in my cock in her ass, and I just want to pound and smack and pound and smack.
Yeah, ping pong paddles and fuck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I want to bruise something.
I have 2 quick questions. Who would you rather fuck, Aguilera or Spears?
Aguilera.
That's easy.
We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
All right, no.
Yeah,
then one other one. What'd you call it? The Friends chick.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston and the other chick.
Courtney Cox.
No, the other chick that Brad Pitt's with.
Phoebe.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Angelina.
Out
Okay.
of those 2.
Aniston.
That's easy.
Okay, we're gonna move
Aniston.
on.
All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna move to breaking news with your anchor woman, Shannon G.
All right, just got a few tidbits for you guys today. Talking about football earlier, we've got Christina Aguilera to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. So she will be singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl in Texas on February 6th. The 5-time Grammy Award-winning singer will be making an encore at the NFL Championship. She was part of the halftime show during the 2000 Super Bowl. The NFL and Fox made the announcement Monday. Other stars that have sung the national anthem at the Super Bowl include Carrie Underwood, Billy Joel, Diana Ross, Neil Diamond, Mariah Carey, and Beyonce Knowles. The previously announced halftime show will feature the Black Eyed Peas. The Pittsburgh Steelers will play the Green Bay Packers at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas for the NFL title.
Go Packers.
Go Packers. Go Rodgers.
They're packing their
Amen to that shit.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, man.
Hold on. I guess no, it wasn't. It wasn't a Super Bowl show where she kissed Madonna, was it?
No, it was like a
It was
Emmy
a
Award.
It was a VMA, I think.
VMA,
It was a VMA.
yeah. But you would
The
think
Super Bowl is when Janet Jackson's titty came
I know,
out.
but you would think that if a chick like Christina Aguilera kissed a girl on stage, that they would be kind of gun shy for her doing that on the Super Bowl or something risque.
Did you guys hear that Ricky Gervais, the show he just did? You know, Ricky Gervais, the comedian who just hosted the SAG Awards, Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Mm-mm.
Well, he just supposedly they almost kicked him off of the show. They kicked him off for like an hour because he was making fun of all the actors and that.
Ain't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Like that's what they're supposed to do, but they supposedly kicked him off.
He might have been like hitting too hard. The other piece that I have for you guys is medical marijuana users get pot soft drinks.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't wait till that shit gets to Ohio.
Finally.
Yeah, let me get a diet ganja.
Yeah.
Fucking, my glaucoma is bad.
What is the THC level in it?
Does it tell you?
I will read it here. It doesn't tell me that, but there's a website that I can give to you that you can get more information from. It's a California entrepreneur has plans to market a line medical marijuana soft drinks. Clay Butler says he plans to supply medical marijuana dispensaries with his soda pot.
That'd be cool. You could slide
Soda
your
pot.
you could slide your fucking prescription card in a fucking pot machine anywhere in town and get a fucking weed coke or whatever.
Which contains the psychoactive marijuana ingredient THC. Marijuana drinks are already showing up here and there, but Butler says he thinks his brand savvy will make his product a hit. Besides his flagship cola drink, Canna Cola, he will also produce Dr. Pepper like Dr. Weed, lemon limes, sour diesel, grape-flavored grape ape, and orange-flavored orange kush.
It should be can of cannabis.
See, Dr. Weeds writes itself.
All right, people, we're out of time. Lean back and have you a fucking Dr. Weed tonight and drink a couple for us.
Listen to the Pit Show Thursday at 9:00.
Join us next week on the West Side Wise Guys show.
Later.
Peace.